Safe Drinking Water Act is supposed to protect public drinking water supplies throughout the nation. But Flint, Michigan's contaminated water crisis has been a wake up call that there's no guarantee. Alan Martin joins us tonight with a story you'll only see on 5.
Yeah, Juliet, the name Kettleman City might ring a bell if you drive up and down Interstate 5. The community in the Central Valley is stuck with tap water that is tainted with arsenic. And while the California aqueduct flows right by the town, locals can't put a straw in it. It's a ritual. Every other week, the truck pulls up and drinking water, 30 gallons a month, is delivered to every household in Kettleman City. They need it because the tap water is contaminated with arsenic. It's a chemical known to cause cancer, and it's commonly found in groundwater all over the Central Valley. The 2 wells in this town are among the worst offenders, pumping up arsenic-laden drinking water in violation of federal limits day after day, month after month, and year after year.
My daughter, last year we were watching a movie and she saw somebody in the movie went to the sink and poured themselves a glass of water, and she said, he's drinking from the sink because she's never lived in a place where you could actually drink from the sink.
Maricela Mares-Alatorre supplements her state-subsidized water deliveries with bottles. Her daughter Salma never leaves home without one, but not all families can afford that. Many other kids in town drink from the water fountains at school, where filters were only installed last month. And all 1,500 residents of Kettleman City are forced to use the tap water every day to cook and shower. What's frustrating to so many people is that the California aqueduct runs right next to town. It delivers fresh water to Southern California. But Kettleman City and Kings County haven't been able to tap into it.
The water money's sitting there, but there's obstacles.
Kings County Supervisor Richard Valley says to get the water out of the canal, the town needs a water treatment plant. But there's been one delay after the other, year after year. Most recently, the blunt-nosed leopard lizard.
Based on situations that are out of our hands, environmental standards we have to meet and are restricted to, we're looking at 2019.
Meanwhile, residents are getting notices in the mail that seem to downplay the risk. In bold letters, they read, "You do not need to use an alternative water supply." Then in smaller letters, "If you have specific health concerns, consult your doctor."
Give it to people straight. Don't give them a lot of baloney about, ask your doctor if arsenic is right for you.
Eric Schaefer is former head of enforcement at the U.S. EPA. He now runs the Environmental Integrity Project that recently surveyed arsenic levels in farming communities in Texas.
We found over 50,000 people had been exposed to arsenic in their drinking water well above federal health standards for more than a decade.
He says the federal drinking water limit for arsenic of 10 parts per billion was set for a reason. Anything over that is unsafe.
If you're telling people it's not a big deal, well, then it's no wonder these systems are taking so long to get fixed.
He wants states with arsenic problems, such as Texas and California, to step up to the plate and put money into solutions. But Maricela's not holding out much hope.
It's just a way of life. I think people have become immune.
In fact, residents of Kettleman City are in for yet another blow. The current subsidy for those bottled water deliveries is about to run out. Now, for most of us, Kettleman City is just a pit stop on I-5. You fill up the gas tank, you grab a burger. But the produce on that burger, the lettuce, the tomato, it's washed in tap water. The soda is mixed with it too. And we wanted to know, is there arsenic in that water too? In short, yes, and it's unhealthy. We're going to have the results of water tests at 4 different spots coming up for you tonight at 11 o'clock.
Boy, Kettleman City is a known place. That's a
It's
halfway
like
point
that's
when you
it.
go to LA. I remember as a kid,
Right.
we're going to stop in Kettleman City.
Exactly.
So do they know where the arsenic is coming from?
Well, about 7-8 years ago, there was a rise in birth defects. So they studied the water at that time. And A, they couldn't determine what was causing the birth defects. And B, they couldn't determine where the arsenic is coming from. Now, arsenic is found naturally, but not at that level.
Well, we look forward to seeing the levels that we found tonight at 11 o'clock. All right. Thank you, Alan.